almost got it. Welcome to Be in Brunswick today. I'm your host, Shannon. First, I want to thank our sponsors. Our hair sponsor today is Erica Edwards with Dane Delane Studios, and our clothing sponsor today is Surf Unlimited. We got a great show for you. We're out here at Parks and Recs with Brunswick County. They're having their senior games, and we're going to have a lot of fun learning about what they're doing and seeing all the fun stuff that the senior games have to offer. We are here today at Town Creek Park, and we are here with Melinda Johnson, who is the Marketing and Community Events Coordinator for Brunswick County Parks and Recs. Welcome, Melinda. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So today we're out here, you're having senior games. What are senior games? Tell us about it.
Senior Games is a program that we run. It's for 50 and over individuals who want to stay healthy and active. We call ours the Brunswick County Gator Senior Games, which is kind of unique. And they are activities that you can participate in. It's all the sporting events that you can think of, such as football, softball, basketball. We do horseshoes, and of course today we're doing croquet and shuffleboard. But then there's also special to North Carolina and to our games, you can participate in what's called Silver Arts.
Silver Arts.
And so the Silver Arts is anything that you can think of that's heritage, literary, all of that kind of stuff. So if you're into woodworking or crocheting or knitting or any of that kind of stuff, then you can participate in that as well. So, and there are over 80 sporting events that you can choose to be in, and you don't have to be in all of them. You can just participate in what you like and what you feel comfortable in. So, but it's a great way to meet people in your community and stay healthy and active.
I love it. And when do they start the Gator Games? When does it start?
The ceremonies usually start the 1st of April, and then the games will continue on through April and through mid-May. And of course, if you win a gold or qualify in the games here, you can go on to the state games in Raleigh in September.
Oh wow, so they have a state level as well.
Yes.
Okay,
so,
and then how many people participate in your local program here?
We usually have around 200 people that participate in our local games, and I would say a good third of those qualify and then do continue and go on to state. And we've actually had a couple of individuals that have gone on to nationals.
National?
So, yeah.
So tell me about nationals. Where does that relate?
I know the least about nationals. I think they hold nationals every other year, and so it's a big to-do. So if they win at their state games, of course, they get to continue and go on to that.
And I think this year it is nationals, and they're in Birmingham, is what I read earlier.
Oh,
so
great.
That's
Good, yeah.
So that's cool that Brunswick County is represented in hopefully in our national games as well.
Yeah.
So today we're doing croquet, which I did a little croquet here earlier. I've never done it before. That was fun. And then you have shuffleboard, and we have bocce ball. And you have a dedicated group of volunteers. Tell me about your volunteers. Where do they come from?
A lot of our 50 and over coordinator, Christy Hazelden, she has a lot of family and friends, and of course we have a wide range of volunteers that work for our department anyway, and they of course come out and help our games, and which is a great benefit for us because we couldn't do it without them. So,
how many volunteers do you need for the whole entire season of your games?
Counting our maintenance staff, I would say we probably use 40, 50 volunteers.
Wow.
So,
if somebody wanted to volunteer, would they contact the Parks and Rec's office?
Yeah, they could just call our office directly, and we would put them through to Christy, who of course is over the program, and she would be able to get them started helping out with that.
And today, when we'll show some footage. The volunteers are wearing blue, and they have the staff on the back. I think is that right? So we'll know who the volunteers, and all the participants are wearing orange.
Yes. If they wore their shirt today.
If they wore their shirt, yeah. And so, what is the average age you think of your seniors that participate? Do you have wide range?
Yeah, there's a wide range. Like I said, it started at 50. This is the first year that we have gone back to the age range of 50, and it's in categories of 5 years.
Okay.
So it goes up from there. I'm not sure what our oldest one is, but I know we've had some people in their late 80s and 90s playing in the game. So it's kind of exciting. Yeah.
So let's go check out some of the games, and then we'll come back together later and chat about more stuff going on.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Here with Louise Harrison, who is a volunteer, a participant, a very an artist as well, who participates in the senior games. So Louise, tell us a little bit about why you participate in the Gator Games. What do you like about it?
I like to participate in the Gator Games because I like being outside. I like being around different people and getting to meet different people of all ages, starting from 55 on up, and I'm not going to tell you my age, so.
I won't ask, I promise.
And I just like to be outside just playing and just having fun. It's a lot of fun. And it, you know, not only for the ones that you can come out here and you can participate in a wheelchair if you're handicapped or with a walker. I saw a man out the other day, and he was on a walker, and he was playing. And the lady that I played with last week, she was in a wheelchair playing cornhole.
So,
and it was a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun just being and meeting people.
That is great that anybody can come out and do this. They make accommodations for everybody. That's awesome.
Oh, yes.
Tell me, what is, how long have you been participating with the Gator Games?
This is my second year.
Okay.
My second year, but I've been, you know, like I said, volunteering with the senior program up in Leland, doing different things with them.
How did you find out about the Gator Games? What led you here?
Through our director at the center.
Okay.
And then they usually, it's usually posted, you know, throughout the community. Maybe some of the grocery stores and all.
Yeah.
And you just call and set up your time. And
okay.
So
did you not know about the program before someone told you about it, or did you just had never thought about, oh, I could do this? Just kind of.
See, I saw it, you know, I think it was a magazine. I think it was the North Brunswick magazine.
North Brunswick, yep.
Yeah, and it was in that, and was asking for participants and who wanted to participate in that.
And you said, I could do that.
I can do that. I said, I'm going to do that this year. So I quit work, you know. I retired about 4 years ago, and I said, I got to find something else to do. And I just love getting out, having fun. I do a lot of theater and stuff. So I said, let me do something a little different.
Okay. So what are your favorite activities with the senior games that you like to do?
Oh, let's see. I think I like the talent part. But I like the games, all of it. All of it is fun.
Do you play, and how many of them do you do personally, do you participate in?
I did the cornhole, the softball throw, and the football throw, and now we're doing this right here. This is what you call a shuffleboard.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes.
And I think it's pretty interesting. I tried the basketball throw last year, but I couldn't get the ball in not one time. So I said, this year I'm not going to bother it.
That's not your
That's
sport.
not my thing at all.
So there are, Melinda, we talked to her earlier, who is the community events coordinator, and she said that North Carolina is unique because we have the Silver Arts part of the games, which is the performing arts and other types of artistic expression. So what is your participation in that? What do you like to do?
I actually like to write short stories, and this year I wrote a story for my childhood, and it was called Crawfish Pond.
Crawfish Pond.
And I turned that in, and I also am singing. I'm going to sing a song from a Broadway play called Don't Bother Me, I Can't Cope. And the name of the song is Thank Heaven for You.
Oh, wow.
And I think I've sung it a lot, and it touches a lot of lives. You know, it's such a meaningful song. It's got a lot of message behind it, but you really got to listen to it.
And what's the name of the song again?
Thank Heaven for You.
Thank Heaven for You. I'll have to listen to that.
Please do.
And it's from what Broadway show?
Don't Bother Me, I Can't Cope by Mickey Grant.
Mickey Grant. So you sing, you write, you are athletic. What do you not do, Miss Louise?
I do a little of everything. I dance a little bit.
Okay.
Just whatever I feel like I want to do. That's part of life. I enjoy living.
Now, I know you live in Leland. Is that where you're from, or did you move here? Or?
I live in Leland, and I lived in New York for about 2.5 years, but other than that, I came back to the love of my life, Bobby. So I came back to him. Okay. And I've been living here ever since, and I have 2 wonderful boys.
Okay. Yeah. And how long have you been back?
Oh my gosh, been years.
Oh, okay.
Years,
so you're pretty much a native. So you're, so wonderful.
Native in Leland.
And you said you just retired. You just retired a few years ago.
I did. I retired from Cape Fear Heart Association as a medical assistant.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
Well, I think what we're going to do is you're going to show me how to play shuffleboard. I mean, I've seen it, but I've never actually tried it before. So what's the point? What's the?
You get 4 discs.
Okay.
Like this, and I usually pick yellow because I like yellow.
Well, let's switch.
That's one of my favorite colors.
Well, let's let you have yellow. I'll do this one.
It's my favorite color. And the object of the game is to get your disc in one of those squares.
So one of these squares at the other end.
And whoever have the most points, they win the game.
Oh, okay.
So, and you do it just like this, and I'm probably gonna miss it, but watch out, guys, I'm coming down. And now see, that doesn't count. Now the lady that would, she would be in the middle, and she would move
Just
that
move
out
it back.
the way.
All right, well, we're just gonna leave it
and
there.
And then it would be your time. Your
so
turn.
it doesn't count, so that's no points.
No points at all.
All right, so I need to get it all the way down.
All the way down in one of those squares.
Oh man, this is hard.
We're not doing so good, are we?
They're heavy. I didn't think they
You
were.
gotta really give it a good push. Let's see.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Look at you.
And I went all over, but you.
All right, so let me try.
Your aim's just got to be right. I just don't.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it on that 8.
Louise, this is hard.
It is hard.
Oh, look at you.
Okay.
She called it and almost got it. So you're now, which, does that count as a 7?
That doesn't count because it's on the line.
So right now we're 0-0?
We're 0-0.
All right, so I have a chance. I got
Try
a chance.
it again.
Oh,
you almost made a 10. That's perfect. Okay, I'm going to aim for a 10. Let's see.
All right, go for it. Oh.
No.
All right, Louise.
So what you do is you go ahead.
Got my last one here. Let me. It's getting harder because they're all in the way.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, neither one of us we didn't score any points at all, but it is fun, isn't it?
It is fun.
It is fun.
So
what you would do is to go down on the other end, and put your balls back in the line, and you play another game, and you go so many rounds.
Okay.
And you still try to get it in there, but since they're there, we won't go bother them with that.
So, and how many times do you do it back and forth?
7.
7 times. So you go 7 times, and then whoever has the highest score, like average, or is it the highest score out of the
7 times? I think it's 7. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Louise, it has been a pleasure getting to know you, and I wish you the best of luck in the games while you're here, and good luck on your singing and your writing.
Yes, and if you get a chance to come over to the Leland Arts Center, that's where the entertainment will be for the other part.
Do you know when that's going to happen? Is it next month? Is it
May the 5th?
May the 5th. All right. Well, here I am with Miss Virginia Winfrey, who's a legend with the Gator Games. We just met with Miss Louise, and we talked about her experience with the Gator Games. So now we want to hear yours. You've been doing this for how long?
About 16 years.
16 years. Wow.
16, 17. Yeah.
Wonderful. What got you started in the Gator Games?
I had a friend that kept asking me to come play, and I finally decided, well, why not?
Yeah.
I hadn't played since I was, 5th grade, 4th grade. And then I just loved it. I love getting out here with everybody, and wish more people would show up.
Yeah, well, this will be a great way to tell more about the program.
Right, right.
What's your favorite game out here?
I like bocce and I like croquet.
And croquet.
Those are my 2 favorites.
So far, that seems to be the 2 popular ones.
They're the 2 easiest ones for older people.
So, have the games, since you've been here for so long participating, have the games changed a lot since you've been here, or has it always been kind of the same thing?
About the same thing.
About the same. I think earlier we heard they have 80 games that are done during the season of the games.
They do. They do them all in April and part of May.
Right. 80, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I didn't. I looked online and looked at the list of all the games that they had and didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah.
From these field sports all the way to track and field and
swimming
and
bicycling, tennis.
Have you done any of those?
No, I couldn't do it. If I had known about it, I would have
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great though that they have this opportunity for our community to have this participation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
From what I understand, you also have participated at the state level.
Yes.
What's that like?
It's fun. I try to just relax and play, but I have won a gold and silver in bocce, and I've won a gold in croquet.
Wow!
So I'm real pleased. And
you're...
also in the fine arts, silver fine arts.
What do you do in the fine arts?
I did a bedspread. It took me about 2 years to make.
Oh my gosh!
And it won first place.
Wow! Well, that made it worth it then.
Yeah.
we were talking earlier about the silver arts, and I think that is a great addition to the senior games, is being able to, because not everybody's athletic, but there's a lot of people that are creative and that they allow you to do
they
that.
paint, you know. And,
Yeah. Well, Miss Louise told us she's a singer, so you're a
I'm not.
seamstress, and making a quilt that you said, that's got to be hard work. It takes a long time. It was a crochet.
I knitted that, and every year except this year, I had entered something in the crocheting and knitting.
Oh wow! And they're doing that at the new Leland Cultural Center as well, so
Mm-hmm.
that should be really fun.
Yeah.
So you went to nationals. How many people were there for that?
Oh my gosh, 2,000 or 3,000.
Thousands.
Yeah.
That's got to be intimidating.
It is.
To be and to know that there are that many people that are participating.
You have a lot of. I think to win in the silver or gold range, you have to play 4 or 5 different games. You know, to keep going up. They keep eliminating, you know, or it was for us in our age group. You play in your age group,
Right,
which
like
is nice.
like 5-year increments, I
Right.
think is what we heard. So, and you placed in gold in what? What was your gold in that?
My goal, well, I did it in bocce and I also did it in croquet.
Oh, you did both?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not the same year.
Okay. Did you know how to play bocce before you started doing this, or did you learn playing the games here?
The first time I played bocce, I played in a wheelchair.
Really?
I had hip surgery and I was in rehab, and the guy came in and got us with wheelchairs and said, we're going outside and play bocce. And I thought he was crazy.
Nice.
But we threw the little ball out and played that from the wheelchair. That's my first introduction to bocce.
And that's great that you can play it sitting down, so it's not a limit to your
I
capabilities.
wish more people would come out and play.
Yeah. Well, I'll be here in about 9 years.
Good.
That's when I'm eligible. So you're a local lady from Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I've taught here for about 38 years.
So you're probably going to get pretty recognized once this airs in May. So just be prepared, Miss Virginia, for that.
Let me know.
We also discovered talking before we started filming that your daughter-in-law Lisa is on my board of directors at the chamber. So I got to know her really well.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She is, and actually I've seen her outside of that with birthday parties and stuff because of the grandson. I guess you're great.
My great.
Great. That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, but you've been in Charlotte for like 57 years. Is that right?
We came here in 58.
Oh, 58.
Right.
So you've been here a long time, so you know everybody. And now they're going to know you. They're going to see you at Jerome's Steakhouse or something, and
I'm going to be famous.
So you mentioned you wish more people would come out. If you could tell them right now, what one thing about why you do this to get them inspired to come, what would it be?
Well, I like the fellowship. I like to just get out and be in the sun, and I like competition. I've always been a competitor. And, you know, it's fun. I mean, nobody plays for blood. You know, I mean, you know, they're not, sometimes you'll play with somebody, you know, but we just play and have a good time.
So they need to come out and have a good time.
Yeah, have a good time.
And get some of your...
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Right.
Well, it has
doesn't matter
been-
whether you win or lose.
That's
you
right.
know.
But if you're competitive, there is that element for
Well,
you.
you
so.
try.
Watch out for this one with the bocce and croquet, though, I can tell you.
Well, I like it.
Well, I
like
have enjoyed getting to know you, and thank you for
you.
being on our show. And I think we're going to wrap our interview up, but I'm gonna try a little bocce with you and see how bad you whip my butt on it.
You'll probably win. Good shot.
Oh, it didn't hit far
A
enough.
bit hard.
Oh.
Stop.
Oh, almost. We are not having any luck with
No,
this.
we're not. We might have to scratch this film.
Oh,
That's
there you go.
Okay. That's a good one. You're going to take the ball with you. No, you went right through it.
Almost. Oh, that's a good one.
No, it went too far out.
All right, I'm going to try from here. Let's see.
Bounce right back to it.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Wow!
I can't believe I beat the mouse. I got closer than the mouse. faster.
That was great.
Here with Christy Hazelton, who is the 50 and over programs coordinator and for senior games as well. So thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Sure.
So we've had a great time out here. I've never been here. I've never seen the games like in real life. I've heard about it. We got to meet some really great people. I got to meet with Miss Louise, and we talked about how she got here. We did a little shuffleboarding. I got to meet Miss Virginia, and who's like apparently the bocce ball champion of the senior games. So basically we had a nice little overview today, but what's some other things we should know about the senior games? Like, how can people get involved? What do they need to do?
They can just start training today, and we have our registration, which opens every February 1st.
Okay.
And our games are held each spring in April and May, and we have our registration online, or they can go to a lot of different places across the county and get a hard copy registration. And we have over 80 events, and there's something for everybody. And if you are going to turn 50 by the end of the year, then you're eligible.
All right.
And we have not only the athletic side, but we have the arts side.
We've talked a lot about that today. It seems to be y'all's pride and joy.
Yes.
I think it's the only one in North Carolina that does it. Or in
No, actually, we're the only one that has really embraced the name. We used to be called Brunswick County Gator Senior Games, but we really wanted to highlight the artists in our county, and we had so much great art that entered every year, and that we just wanted to display and showcase those artists. So, in the performing arts as well. So we decided to actually sanction our name to be Brunswick County Gator Senior Games and Silver Arts.
That's awesome.
So everybody doesn't just think we're just sporty.
Yeah, well, from talking to some of the folks today, a lot of them do the athletics and they participate in the Silver Arts.
Yes.
So that's pretty amazing that they have both talents and they want to participate in all of that.
Exactly. We find that if they start in one, then they sort of dip their toe in another side of it the next year, and they add, a few more things each year because they get their confidence up. They realize that we're here just to have fun, and there is a competition aspect of it, of course, but you don't have to join. You can just come and meet people and just have fun for the day.
That's
and
awesome.
Probably win a medal in the process.
That's pretty neat. And you've been here for about 14 years doing the same program, so you have a passion for this.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so much fun, and the people that I see that come back each year really make the program so special, and they are the spirit of senior games. So it's like a family coming together each year, and we want to spread the word to have more people come and join us and know that you can, no matter what your age, you can still start something new.
I also, with talking with everyone today, you make adjustments for people that maybe can't stand for long periods or in a wheelchair. So a lot of these games they can still participate in, even if they can't, physically stand up or sit down.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Virginia is one of those because she was in a wheelchair a few years back when she had some surgery, and she now has her cane. So we have a lot. The bocce courts are handicap accessible, and so we try to make allowances for anybody that needs that special help.
So Christy, what if you could tell the audience in Brunswick County why they should be here doing this? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to just join us, and that the key to healthy aging is to stay social and to stay active, and even if they just want to try one thing and come out and try bocce or cornhole or throw a softball and see how far they can throw it, then they'll come out, and I think they would feel the warmth of the people that they meet some new friends, and I guarantee them they'll want to do something else. And I think that there's so much joy in competing and just being out here to have fun, but they may find a little more, that maybe something inside themselves that they may want to take it to another level. And so I really feel like that's the key to healthy aging.
Well, that sounds like a really good reason. Also, we talked a little bit about this with Melinda and with some of your participants about the state tournament, which is, when does that happen? When does the state tournament happen?
It's always in the fall of the year, usually September.
Okay.
And it happens, all the different events are held across North Carolina, but mainly in Raleigh.
Right. And then every other year they do a national, so that if they qualify at the state level, then they could participate at the national level, which, talking with Miss Virginia, she has qualified, but she hasn't been, but she has qualified in bocce and maybe croquet as well. She's pretty much a dynamic force there with all of that.
Oh yeah, there's always another tier, and for those that are competitive. This year in June will be the National Senior Games will be held in Birmingham, Alabama, and then next year is a qualifying year for the 2019 Senior Games nationally, which will be held in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think y'all do a great job. Thank you for letting us come out today and showcase all of that. So thank you, Christy.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much for having us out here today. We have had a blast learning more about the senior games and what you guys do. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about other opportunities and things that are going on at Parks and Rec. So if you could tell us a couple more things of what's going on.
Sure. Well, the games today were held at Town Creek Park, which you can see, and you know, we were over near the basketball courts, and we've got the bocce and the shuffle and all that. But of course, there's lots of other fun things to do here for the kids, like playgrounds and stuff. This park is one of 12 that we have in the county. So of course, you can always get out and explore and find your park in your neighborhood. Some other stuff we've got coming up this summer. Our new program brochure is about to come out.
For the concerts or for all your programs?
It's all our programming from May and through the end of summer, but it will include that ever so popular free concerts and movie guide, so that can get you out and about. You know, we have 8 locations for those, and those are coming up. They should start Memorial Day and they'll run through Labor Day, so that's always fun and exciting. Some of our more popular programs like football, cheerleading, and soccer, we'll start our registration for that. So if you want to get your kids into those programs, that's great. And we have a new opportunity coming up for parents, if they like. For the summer, we are starting a new camp called Camp Brunswick. So, and it'll be for kids 6 to 11, and so we'll start our registration for that then as well. So there's lots of stuff to do. You know, if you're looking to get involved, you can always check our website and find out what's going on in your neighborhood.
Well, thank you again for having us. We had a blast. So I met some really great people. Y'all have a great program here.
Well, we love it. We love what we do, and we love Brunswick County, and we like for people to be involved, and we want you to stay active.
Awesome. So, well, thanks. Well, we're going to wrap it up today. I want to again thank our sponsors, Dane Delane Salon Studio, and of course Surf Unlimited for my clothing, and ATMC with our partnership with them, and of course Parks and Rec, Brunswick County Parks and Rec, for having us out here today. Please take an opportunity to sign up for the senior games. If you're 50 and over and you just want to get out and meet some new people or try something new, it looks like a lot of fun. And also all the other great programs that you guys offer. We're very lucky to have such an active community coordinator here in Mel and all the rest of the team there. So again, we look forward to seeing you next month.
The name of our organization is Community Movement Alliance, and we bring holistic wellness programming, movement arts-based programming, such as yoga, tai chi, a variety of dance, into the public schools. We are in our 5th week of this program at Jessie May. You know, everything about yoga is so joyful, and they can take these tools that they're learning in the classroom home. Mindful breathing, nutrition information, and what it just means to feel good and breathe. I mean, it wouldn't be possible for programs like this to exist if it wasn't for companies like ATMC. So I'm, beyond grateful for their support, and look at all the lives they're, able to impact through this grant.
Large companies, when they contribute to smaller nonprofits such as ours, expresses a faith in the community and a willingness to be involved in the community to make the community in which they operate much better. Community Movement Alliance is a fairly new nonprofit, so we have some difficulty applying for grants because we don't have a lot of history quite yet. So for ATMC to have faith in us and give us those funds allows us to fulfill the mission of our nonprofit.